So today we're looking at the area of a triangle, and although you have always found the area of a triangle by saying base times height times a half, now don't forget that half, we always forget to do that. So base times height divided by 2 is the same thing, and that was probably the way that you've been finding area since about year 7, but there are other ways now of finding the area of a triangle. So we're going to look at this rule called Heron's formula. Now we've looked at Heron's formula before, so we do know the rule for it. First of all, we need to, for a non-right angled triangle, add up all the sides of the triangle and divide by 2. This gives us our S value. And then the S value is used in the rule to actually find the area of the triangle. So you can see from the rule there that the square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. So you're really just taking away all the sides of the triangle from S and multiplying them together. So we'll have a look at an example of that in a minute. This third rule that we're actually looking at involves the angle in a triangle. So if you've got two sides and their shared angle, then you can use one of these rules. They're all the same rule. It just depends on what information you've got. So if you've got a triangle, okay, let's call that A, B, and C. And for example, you've got this angle in here, which is angle A. Then if you have side B and side C, remember, directly across. So if you have side B and side C and angle A, then you would use this top rule here. So it is used when you've got two sides and the shared angle. So let's have a look at in this example here. So in this example, you've got side C. You have, again, across from angle C, you have side B, which is across from angle B, and you have angle A. So angle A is equal to 135 degrees. You have side C, which is equal to 6 centimetres, and you have side B, which is equal to 5 centimetres. So the area is equal to side B times side C times sine, it's always sine, of angle A. So in this case, it is 6 times 5, or 5 times 6, whichever way you want to put it. Multiplication, the order is not important, times sine of 135 degrees. And when we put that into our calculator, we get 21.21. Now, it's in centimetres, and remember we're finding area, so it's centimetres squared. It really is as simple as that. You must have two sides and the shared area. So let's go back over Heron's formula. We have done this previously, but let's just refresh our memory. So we'll go through and we will label our triangle A, B, and C. Okay, so what information do we now have? Well, we have side B, we have side C, and we have side A. So let's write that down. A is equal to 11, B is equal to 6, C is equal to 9. Now, why do we use Heron's formula? Because we have all the sides in the triangle. So depending on what information you're given would probably depend on what rule you would use. And the first step of Heron's is to find this S value. Remember, S was simply adding all the sides together, so 11 plus 6 plus 9, and dividing them by 2. And so your answer when you do that is what? 26 divided by 2, which is 13. So that's the first step. The second step then is now to find the actual area. So the area is equal to, let's write the rule out again so that we remember it. It's S, S minus A, S minus B, S minus C. So we know now what S is equal to. We've just worked it out. So it's 13. Outside of 13, take away 11, times 13, take away 6, times 13, take away 9. Now you can put that all into your calculator in one hit if you want to, Your calculator has that ability. And when you do that, it's the square root of 728. And then the final answer there is 26.98 kilometres squared. So you've got three options now for finding the area of a triangle. The one that you've always used, half times base times height. And then you have the one where you've got the shared angle between two sides. And this is the last one here, which is Heron's formula.